Welcome back, DGS!
I'm Miss Kay, your new lead partner. And before we get started with lots of information, the most important thing to know is tomorrow night from 5 to 7:30 is our Back to School Bash. We hope you and all your family can come out, enjoy some food, and get to know your teachers and have some presentations.
Hi, I'm Miss Daniels. Great to see you, DGS.
Hi, I'm Mr. Pisa. Great to see you again, DGS. We've got a lot to cover in this video, so please watch all of it. There's all sorts of important information to make sure we have an amazing start to the school year, and that this Thursday, we are ready to kick off an amazing 22-23 school year.
All right, DGS families, as an innovation school, our calendar is slightly different from Denver Public Schools. So be sure to go to our website, denvergreenschool.com, or the ReachWell app, for the latest calendar. Next up, first day of school. Who's excited for the first day of school? We are, you are. It is this Thursday, August 18th. Now, kindergartners and first graders, be sure you're in communication with your classroom teachers as you have a slightly different schedule. K and 1 only report one of the 2 days. Everybody else, second grade and up, you're joining us 8:10 a.m. on Thursday morning, and we will see you then. Registration. Registration is super important. Now families, if you aren't registered by 4 p.m. on Tuesday, we will not be able to have your students start on the first day of school on Thursday. Okay, so make sure if you haven't already done that, get registered. You can do that online through My Portal. If you have any questions, give our office a call. Finally, supply lists. Your supply list will let you know everything you need to bring to be prepared for this school year. They are available at denvergreenschool.com under your classroom lists.
Thanks, Ms. Daniels. Up next, we've got arrival and dismissal times. Just like last year, our start of day is 8:10. We'll open our doors at 7:55, no sooner, to allow students to come in, have some breakfast. And breakfast is free this year. Lunch is not. Lunch requires a free and reduced form in order to make sure lunch is at a reduced price or free. The day ends at 3:40. So every day, Monday through Thursdays, 8:10 to 3:40. And then on Fridays, we end early at 1 o'clock. And there is a Discovery Link program for families that need help there. New this year, slight adjustment. We're hoping to really kind of improve and streamline our pickup and drop-off areas. So both in the morning and in the afternoon. The basic idea is whether you're on the K2 side or you're on the 3 through 5 side over here or the middle school side, whichever side of the building you're on, it is a kiss and go line, meaning you pull up, you wait to get to the front of the line, your student comes out when you're at the front of the line and you pull away. We promise if you do it, it'll be extremely efficient. People will get in and out quickly, and we won't have any children running through streets or risking their lives to come to school. We want everyone to be safe. Next up is transportation. I know the bus is a huge area of concern to everybody every year. The buses have tried to consolidate all phone numbers into one phone number, so I'm going to repeat this number 2 times. This is a super important phone number for you to reach out to. We, the school, do not arrange busing. So it is very critical that every family, when they're registering, make sure they use their parent portal to find out their busing information. And if anything seems off, you want to call 720-423-4600. One more time, 720-423-4600. Again, I know there'll be a lot of busing concerns in the first couple days. There might be some goof ups there, so we want to make sure that we don't lose any children and everyone gets home safe and sound. So please make sure to use that phone number to get in touch with busing, and then we'll try to do our best on our end to make sure we have all the correct information. Up next, Ms. Kay with a few more topics.
Thank you, Mr. Pisa. First up is your Chromebook or your laptop. If you are a returning student, make sure you charge up your computer and bring it back on the first day of school. You'll be keeping that computer for the next grade level. If you are a DPS student in a different school, but within DPS, you will also bring that computer to our building. If you are a new student from outside of Denver Public Schools, we will provide you a computer within the first couple weeks of school. Like Mr. Pisa mentioned, lunch is no longer free for all DPS students. For elementary students, lunch is $2.60. For middle school students, lunch is $2.75. You can go on my school apps to fill out your free and reduced lunch form. Even if you don't qualify, your child should be able to receive some sort of benefit for their lunch. Next up is our student activity fees. For kindergarten through 3rd grade, the student activity fees are $75. Through 4th through 8th grade, the student activity fees are $100. These are used to fund our student excursions. Of course, at no point is a student excluded from our educational programming here because of student activity fees. Any amount does help. You can pay those at My School Bucks. That's also where you can add funds to your child's lunch account. Finally, we request that every family downloads our ReachWell app. ReachWell will be the hub for all of our school-wide communication and also for a place that you can message teachers directly and they can send home things to you on that app. It translates in over 100 different languages, and so you'll learn a lot about it at Back to School Night tomorrow, but we encourage every family to put that on their phone before Back to School Night.
And perhaps one of our biggest changes for this year, for the sake of safety and learning, is a big change to our cell phone policy. Mr. Pisa?
This may seem like a shock to the system. This may cause a lot of people questions and concerns. So we want to make it very clear our why. Why are we doing this? First, you'll find that we are not the only school. Many schools in the district are moving over to a stricter cell phone policy because it's become a district-wide issue. So last year we experienced a number of things. We experienced students not showing the appropriate discipline to be off their phones throughout their day and interrupting their learning. We noticed students using their phones throughout the day at school to bully and harass other students. We noticed students taking out their phones to film different situations and create a negative situation sometimes where there wasn't one as a result. We noticed some of our students just unable to, quite frankly, not allow the cell phone to dominate their day in and out. In contrast, we noticed that some of our friends, when they had a harder time with cell phones and parents removed them, that the student was a dramatically different human being when they showed up the next day. And so for the sake of student safety, learning, and just avoiding all the detrimental impacts that cell phones have, our policy is going to be pretty firm this year. Ms. Kay is going to talk about what that's going to look like and how it's going to work and how you as parents can still reach your children and still communicate with your children all day long. We know that's really important to many of you, and so this is a policy we've thought through and want to make sure it's going to be as effective as possible for everybody.
Thanks, Mr. Pisa. So each grade level will have a locked cell phone box in their classroom. This way we can ensure that a student's cell phone always has a place that is safe and not accessible to other students. One of the things that Mr. Pisa did not mention is that oftentimes we dealt with students getting their phone taken, right? We've spent a lot of time searching for people's AirPods and their phones and families having to go on the apps to find those things. This prevents that issue as well. So there will be a box where students can turn in their cell phone to their classroom teacher. When they arrive, the teacher can lock that box to make sure that it's secure for the rest of the day. For students with lockers in 7th and 8th grade, their phone can remain in their locker. Additionally, we will always be okay with a student deciding to keep their cell phone in their backpack as long as it stays in their backpack. However, we know that sometimes things in backpacks aren't always the most secure place. We know also that you need to get a hold of your students sometimes, and they might need to get a hold of you as well. Students are always allowed to call you from the school phone or their phone in their classroom. The school phone dials out in the office to any phone number. They can ask their teacher for permission to come to the office to contact you, and a lot of the older students use their email, so that could also be a great way to get in touch with them.
We hope this and all the information you're getting throughout this video help us to kick off a wonderful school year. Please come out to Back to School Night again tomorrow night, 5 to 7:30. It'll be a huge opportunity to get classroom presentations, learn more about each grade, and also just have some fun and get to know each other again after a long summer. Looking forward to an amazing school year and more DGS minutes to come. So Hope everyone's enjoying the last few days of summer, and we look forward to seeing you Tuesday and Thursday.
Bye.